was looking like a fool when I met ya, all covered up in the dirt from my past.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day as usual. In today's video, I am going to be doing a get ready with me using a bunch of the products that I purchased in my recent Sephora haul. So this is not going to be a first impressions because I will be honest, I have used a couple of these items before because I wanted to be able to give you guys some mini reviews like on the foundation, on the mascara. So like I said, it's not going to be a first impression. I have used these a couple of times, so I feel like it's good enough where I can give you a good review. So without further ado, if you guys are new to my channel, make sure to hit that little subscribe button. And if you want to get ready with me using all the products I purchased in my recent Sephora haul, then let's get started. The first thing I'm going to use is my Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizer. I have talked about this so many times. I absolutely love this moisturizer. If you have oily skin, I think you're really going to love it. Well, even if you don't have oily skin, it's just really great. It absorbs into the skin nicely without making you feel too greasy, and I absolutely love it. Okay, moving on to a primer. I have to tell you, I love this primer, you guys. This is the Dior Universal Face and Body Primer. It comes in this little tube. There is a squeezy tube and it comes out and it almost looks like a lotion when you apply it. Oh my goodness, I have worn this for 3 days and every day I have really loved the way my makeup has applied and stayed throughout the day. It just puts almost like a nice veil over your skin. And I've had a really good makeup days, and actually it was really sweet of you because in my Insta stories yesterday a lot of you were like, oh my gosh, I really like your foundation. So I don't know if it was the foundation, I don't know if it was the primer, but this little combination that I'm going to use today is what I've been doing for the past couple of days, and I've really been liking the results. So this is really good so far. Now I'm going to go into foundation. So you might have recalled in my haul I purchased two. I purchased the Estee Lauder Double Wear and I also purchased the Dior Forever. I'm going to put on the Dior Forever in today's video, and then I will use the Estee Lauder in a future video. The Estee Lauder is a great tried and true foundation. It's going to give you that nice long wearing matte finish, and then this one is so beautiful, you guys. I had it on yesterday in my Insta stories and it just gives you like a nice silky canvas. It looks so beautiful on the skin, and you'll see. So the only thing, I did get shade 2.5. I feel like this might be a tad too dark for my skin. This would be a good summer shade for me, but it works. I always bring it down my neck. So this comes with a nice little pump. So you guys can either apply it with a brush, but I'm going to apply it with this beauty blender. This is a new beauty blender sponge that I got, and it also came with this cute little travel pack, which I love. So what I like to do, you hear the wind, it's so windy today. I like to do 2 pumps on here, and then I just paint it on my face, and you can see right there it's just maybe just like a tad too dark, but it works. We can always make it work. But you guys, the way this makes your skin look, it's just such a beautiful foundation. And I remember I used this a couple years back, then I got away from it because I started trying out new foundations. But then when I came back to it, I realized why I loved it so much. You can just see how nicely it goes on. And I would describe this as a medium coverage foundation, but it's definitely buildable. I just take it down my neck, but one thing I do have to be careful about is I notice that it does on me, it gets stuck in this area, so I really have to make sure that I pull it down my neck so there's not that line of demarcation. But you can see, so I have it on my skin, it just looks really nice and airbrushed. This is a great foundation, you guys. Again, it is a little pricey, but it's so worth it. I really like it. Okay, so now moving on to concealer. I don't have a new concealer to try because I always use the same one. It's the Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm sorry you guys, this is just my favorite, my absolute favorite. But it pairs nicely with the foundation. Okay, so I don't have a new concealer to try, and I don't have a new under eye powder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of my favorite under eye powders, and that is the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. Okay, so I applied that. Alright, now let's go in with the translucent setting powder. This is just a really, really finely milled powder. You can see it right here. And I don't use a lot of this, just a little bit. I take it on a beauty sponge and I just apply it lightly underneath of the eyes to set the concealer, but I haven't been using like a ton of powder. A little here on my smile lines, and then a little on my forehead. And it's not a lot, I'm just going to let that sit while I do my eyes. So I do have to tell you, I did purchase a new product, and it is this Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize. This is in the shade Jean. This right here is a really, really pretty champagne. Perfect everyday shade. It almost looks like it would be a beautiful highlighter, but I'm not going to use it as a highlighter, but look how nice and pretty that is. It's very nice and metallic. These are so easy to use. You guys might have recalled that I really, really love Marie Antoinette, which is more of a taupe shade. So I'll put those side by side so you can see what they look like. So you can see the Marie Antoinette is more of a taupey shade, and then Jean, which is the new one I got, that one is more of a champagne. So we are going to use Jean today because that is the one that I purchased. So it's really easy. All you have to do is you can just take any type of brush. I like to use the Morphe M441. This is a cream formula, so I was a little afraid of it at first, but all you do is put some on your brush. I will first put it in my crease, and then you see how I'm kind of going over my lid. This is so simple, and I think one of the reasons I don't mind paying the money for this is because it makes things so easy. So I do have to say, if I had to pick between this color Jean, which is really, really natural in a champagne, or the other one, which is Marie Antoinette, I probably have to say Marie Antoinette. It's a little bit darker, so I feel like it does a little better with adding dimension to my eyes, where this one, I don't really see as much dimension. So my opinion, if you were going to choose between Jean or Marie Antoinette, I'd choose that one. So let me give you an example. You see how I have Jean on now? I'm going to just take Marie Antoinette and I'm going to apply that over top. You can kind of see what I mean by that. It's just a little bit darker, so it gives my eyes some dimension. But I love how you can put this in your crease, then all over your lid, and it kind of gives you like an all over glow. But see that eye compared to this one, I just feel like this one looks a lot better. So I'm going to go in with Marie Antoinette today, I think. But you can even combine them if you have both of them, but I think I like that one better. I just like how it applies to the eye better. Okay, now what I want to do is, I don't have a new face powder, but one thing I've been liking is this Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Complete Powder. I've really been liking this. I know this is, I'm adding in a drugstore product, but this is good and it goes on the skin really nicely. So what I like to do is just apply the powder all over, and in process I'm wiping away the Laura Mercier powder. Alright, now let's go in with mascara. So first I like to start by curling my lashes. I have two mascaras to try today, and one of my subscribers had a great idea. She said, since I bought two, I can try one on each eye. So the first one we're going to use is this Gucci mascara. There has been a lot of people have been raving about this. The packaging is beautiful. It's just simple. You've got the nude tube, and then you have the gold top. So this one is going to have more of a plastic brush. So let's do this eye. And this eye is going to kind of more, it's going to grab onto the lashes and it's going to lengthen them more. So there's what that eye looks like. Now let's go ahead and on the other eye, let's use the other mascara I got, which is the Dior Show. Now this brush is a larger, fluffier brush. So this is going to give you more fluffy, voluminous lashes. So okay, so if you see, it looks like the Gucci definitely lengthened them more, but this one over here made them a little fuller. So we're going to come back to this because one thing I like to do is coat the mascara, and that's when you're really going to get the dramatic effect. So we'll come back to that a little later after this dries. I want to move on to bronzer. So I picked up the Fenty Beauty bronzer. This one, I feel like it might be like a little too dark for my skin, but it definitely gives me that sun-kissed glow. There's no shimmer in this, so you can use this as a contour shade if you want, as well as an all-over bronzer, but I'll show you what you mean. You can see this color. I just feel like it's a little deep for my skin, so this is going to be good. It's going to be a lot better when I have a self-tan in the summer months. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to first start by using this brush right here. This is the MAC 135. Go in. I'm going to chisel out my cheekbones a little bit. And the one thing I like about this bronzer, it's not like caking up right here. I hate when bronzers get almost like caught on my makeup and it bunches up. This does not do that, which is good. Glides on nicely. Alright, so I start by just framing my face. And then I like to go in with this large fluffy brush, and this is where I kind of do it all over. And then there we go, take it down my neck a little bit. Okay, so I like that bronzer, but it might be just a tad too dark. I maybe should have gotten one shade lighter, so I got this in Island Ting, but a little too dark for me now, but I think it would work really well in the summer months. Now let's talk blush. Oh, I love this blush. I picked up a blush by Dior. It is a rouge blush, and it's in the shade Charnel. Oh, this is beautiful. And the reason I picked this up, I had been loving this blush right here. This is Rosy Glow. I wanted to get the orange shade they had, but they were sold out of that, so it made me want to get another Dior blush. This is a really good everyday color. So just watch how it transforms my cheeks. It's just really, really pretty. So, all right, now what I'm going to do, go back to mascara. Now that it's dry, I like to curl my lashes, and this is where you're really going to get the beautiful effect of mascara. This is what I love to do, is when you go in and you apply the second coat. So remember, this one is the Gucci, this one is the Dior. So let's go back in with the Gucci. Again, this has more of the plastic wand. Okay, so that is really pretty, and that's really going to lengthen. Let me go ahead and do my bottom lashes really quick. Okay, so I did the one eye with the Gucci. Now let's go and do the other eye with the Dior Show. Okay, so I have to say, after using both of them, I think both of them are beautiful. This is going to give you that fluffier effect, but I definitely think between these two, I'm going to have to go with the Gucci. I really like the way the wand grabs onto the lashes, and it's all up to you whether or not you like this sort of spiky plastic wand, but this really grabs them and it really lengthens them. So it all depends on the look you're going for. If you want a good lengthening mascara, I'd go with the Gucci. If you want something that's going to kind of fluff up your lashes, I'd go with the Dior. Okay, before we do lips, let's do highlight. Or should we do lips first? Let's do lips first. So I didn't buy a new lip liner, so let's go ahead and let's just line my lips really quick. I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury. This is Iconic Nude, one of my favorites. Okay, and then I just wanted to do it lightly because I don't want to take away from the lipstick I'm going to use. I picked up this beautiful Gucci lipstick. Look at this packaging. Oh, so pretty with the floral. And this is a sheer nude. I got it in the shade Hold Your Man. So very, very sheer. I love this color. But keep in mind that you're not going to get a whole lot of color. It's just going to give you that flush of color. But I do like this shade. Really, really nicely goes on the lips smooth, and the packaging is beautiful. Okay, so now let's go in with highlight. This is a tried and true product. You guys know how much I love this highlighting shade right here. This is called Strobe in Gold. It's so beautiful. Let me just do a little swatch for you. Now I know some of you were saying that when you bought it, it was a little hard. You have to just kind of dig in there to get the top layer off, and then it's stunning. And let me just show you. Right now I have no highlight on my face. Just look how this will transform your makeup. It does such a nice job. So I like to go in with a highlighting brush, the Morphe M510 highlighting brush. I just dig it in here, apply it to the tops of my cheekbones. You see, you guys, this shade is beautiful. Apply it to my tops of my cheekbones, and then I go on the tip of my nose, down the bridge, and then I also like to go in my inner corner. Now, what you can also do is you can use this white shade to give you like a nice pop. If you have deeper skin tone, I could see this being really pretty, kind of over top of your bronzer to give you a glow. And then this is a good blush topper as well. I use this one and this shade a lot. So this is a blush topper, and then this more is a highlight, but it's so incredibly beautiful. So now let me go ahead and do a spray. Okay guys, there you have it. That is the finished makeup look. I'm really, really happy with all the products that I got from the Sephora haul. I feel like these are all really good. Like usual, I'll be sure to link them down below. So let me go ahead and go through them again really quickly and just give you my final thoughts. The primer, I'm in love with the primer. I think I found one of my new favorite primers. This just does wonders for the skin and gives you a beautiful veil to the skin. This foundation is pricey, but it is so worth it. It is so beautiful, and it just evens out the skin tone and just gives you a nice airbrush look. Love this foundation, definitely worth it, but I would wait to splurge when you can use a coupon. As far as the mascaras go, this Gucci is going to be good for lengthening. The Dior is going to be good for fluffing up your lashes. So it all depends on your needs. But I think if I had to pick, I would probably pick Gucci. Really like the packaging as well. The bronzer is nice. You can use it for contour or all over. Like I said, I might have wished I would have gotten maybe one shade lighter. Other than that, this will work really well in the summer months. The blush is beautiful. This might be my new favorite everyday blush. I just think it's so pretty. You guys already know this product. I love it. I kind of wish that they made just this color in a compact, because I think this might be one of my favorite highlighters right now by far. And then I don't want to forget anything. The Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize. I love both of these. The new one I got is Jean. I think if I had to pick a favorite, it would definitely be the Marie Antoinette. I think that looks better on a daily basis because the Jean is basically the same color as my skin tone, as more of a champagne. So sometimes I feel like it kind of fades in with my skin. Whereas the Marie Antoinette is a little bit more taupey. It's a little darker, so I can put it in my crease as a contour and put it on my lid. And it just gives me a little more depth and dimension. So yeah, guys, I think that's everything. I've been really happy with it. And oh, also the hand cream that I picked up. This was something else by Jo Malone. I picked up Nectarine Blossom and Honey. I have been washing my hands so much. This has been a great hand cream. It is just really light and it blends in easily. You know how sometimes if you get hand creams or lotion, it'll take a while for it to go into the skin, but this just makes your hands feel nice and juicy and refreshed, and I just love it. So I wanted to make sure that I mentioned that as well. One more thing I purchased that I wanted to give you guys an update on is the shampoo and conditioner. I haven't used it on my hair yet. It's by Sol de Janeiro. I use it on my daughter's hair, and like I kept being like, oh my gosh, your hair smells so good. So if you guys want a really good smelling shampoo and conditioner, try out that Sol de Janeiro. It smells just like the beach. So good, you guys. But I think that wraps everything up. Everything I mentioned today, I will be sure to link down below to make it nice and easy for you guys. I hope you enjoyed. I hope all of you are staying really safe. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new to my channel and follow me on Instagram. I'd love to have you join me over there. Have a wonderful day, you guys, and I will see you in my next video.